There is a movement underway to increase the visibility and preserve the legacy of a politician from Maine whose work has touched all of us.
Francis Perkins was from away, but her family's property in Newcastle was the only place she called home. Advocates want to turn that property into a national monument. Perkins became the first woman in America to hold a cabinet position when Franklin Delano Roosevelt named her Secretary of Labor.
She was one of the shapers of the New Deal, and it's fair to say without her work we would not have the Social Security program, the 40-hour work week, or minimum wage. She also created the country's first fire safety laws and helped curb the use of child labor.
Historians say Perkins is a great example of how a woman's activism can help all Americans. Perkins got her start volunteering and moved on to advocating for consumers during the first part of the 20th century. And her rise shows how policies of the past are linked to the political landscape of today.
You really can see how these early progressive era issues snowballed and culminated in Perkins' appointment and the landmark legislation that she went on to craft that was a hallmark of the New Deal. I don't think that the enhanced political power women acquired in the early 20th century as a result of the work that they did in the labor movement could be any more clearly symbolized than by the first cabinet position held by a woman being that of the Secretary of Labor.
Also speaking at today's event were State House Representative Peggy Rotundo and Congresswoman Shelley Pingree. Today, the property is home to the Francis Perkins Center, and the land is recognized as an historic landmark. But designating it as a national monument would give it an even higher level of protection through the National Park Service. Advocates are specifically asking for President Joe Biden to designate the site a national monument through the Antiquities Act of 1906, which is also how Acadia eventually became a national park. You can sign a petition supporting the move on the Francis Perkins Center's website.